So next up, we have got Sarah Wilgenbusch, and I got to tell you guys, this gal has come out of the gates like a fireball. She has been with Modere for only 2 weeks. And let me tell you what, she's closing in on platinum. We were in a chat with her upline and myself, and the excitement, I could just hear it right through her text messages. Sarah, you are just brand new to Modere. You're a traveling nurse by day. Tell us a little bit about you and also what really attracted you to Modere.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I am just completely honored to be here. I literally started last Thursday. I think that was the 18th, and everything has just gone crazy. I literally just started this product because I was stuck and I needed something new, and my beautiful friend April was doing it, so I'm like, okay, well, why not? So a little backstory, I'm married to my husband. We have 2 French bulldogs. We live in a town of 400 in Iowa, so not a lot going on here, but I'm a travel nurse full-time. I work in critical care for 18 years. So obviously the biggest thing that got me to Modere is I missed, when I was with other companies, the community and just having a purpose. And I just know that the biggest thing with social media is having people have a trust in you. Like, don't just come at them with like some kind of a scammy message. That took me years to figure out. No cold messaging here. So really just like what you guys said, like engaging with people. If they're posting about something, reach out to them, like be a human. So I guess it's so hard for me to have a grasp on this new company because you guys have just been so welcoming and wonderful. And I know that you're like that with everybody. So I can feel it instantly with Jen, and got in some conversations with John. And I was like, oh, okay, I kind of just wanted the big package, like the promo. So
you wanted the whole thing.
Yep. So I kind of just got thrown into it, and I was like, well, okay. So, of course, doing the products and having a good result is very helpful, and I just really noticed, I'm like, okay, that was the difference, and just feeling it and showing people. I don't really know, like, if it just got real crazy real fast. I would say consistency. Like, literally, I post. I work 12-and-a-half-hour shifts, so I wake up at 4:45 in the morning. Sometimes I get my reels ready and save them in my drafts because I don't want to post everything at 6 in the morning. So
right.
Really, thinking ahead. I try to post whatever I'm doing personal development with a picture where I look the happiest. That really helps me. So people don't always think I'm happy, but and then I really I'm consistent throughout the day. Obviously, as a nurse, I don't get as much done, so I hit it hard on the days that I have off. Really just fitting it in. Yeah, taking time for myself because then I'm not just on my phone and doing all the things. The ranking, the ranking for me.
Oh,
what's that?
Yeah. Oh no, you finish, and then I've got a question for you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I would say the biggest thing is recognition, but not just hitting a rank and staying there. That's what I've learned in my past. Like, oh, okay, like I'm at this level, but don't let off the pedal ever. Like, why? There's no reason to, and if I do and when I do, because I have, everything like a month or 2 later is kind of like, kind of stagnant. So finding new people like me that have this energy and putting it and pouring it into your new marketer. I mean, that's what's going to keep moving the needle forward. I would say that's the biggest thing.
I love that. Sarah, you hit on something so important. So all of you guys listening out there, I want to make mention of this. There isn't anybody in network marketing that has worked at a sprint speed and just continues like, rah, right out the gate. It doesn't happen. You know, what I love what Sarah said is she said remain consistent. And she also said there's been times, in other words, she recognized in her past business, you know, where she did take her foot off the gas. And I want to talk about that because there's some of you listening right now that maybe you're newer here to Modere and you didn't have the success, you know, maybe at another company, or maybe you're within Modere and you've taken your foot off the gas and you're not feeling very good about it. So you're like, I'm going to re-engage. I want you to know it's perfectly fine. Re-engage today. I think most people get so caught up in what they didn't do that it can discourage them so much that they often don't get started again, or they're, you know, in these stuck places for so long. So my tip around that also is, guys, if you've had a lull, don't look at the lull. Kind of do what I call flipping the switch, do an about face, and start today again. You start fresh every single day. And if you can maintain that momentum, this is what Sarah's talking about, that compounds over time. Megan shared it as well. You know, 30 minutes a day over 1 year's time, you know, it's like almost 11,000 minutes, right? So I just have to say, I want you to think of your business almost like when you're at a restaurant, okay? Most people have other full-time jobs or kids or, you know, other commitments. So when you're in your business, remember, touch your business every day. And I say like a restaurant because what I mean is when you go into a restaurant, if you just sit there and you don't get bread and water, you start to get agitated and kind of wonder, well, where's my server? They're kind of wondering if they don't see you for a few days, where's that girl, that person that was, you know, all excited about her business, right? So we want to be consistent and be in front of them, even if it's just a little bit, even if we're just giving them a little bread and water. You don't have to totally disconnect, but if you do, you just jump back in with both feet. Okay, Sarah, I got another question for you. It seems that you just started 2 weeks ago. If you were going to give somebody on this call some tips or, you know, even a couple things to do, what would you say? Someone's just getting started. What would be the first couple things you would do to create a win, you know, right now for them? What would your tips be?
I would say the biggest thing for me is I'm a list person. So we're all busy, we all have things, or we all decide that Netflix was going to be on instead. I would say stop scrolling your phone. And because I get really bad, I just sit and scroll. Set a timer and engage with people for 10 minutes. Like literally only 10 minutes. Set a timer and then post something that you think that somebody might need today. Like motivation or something that just to pick them up. I mean, it doesn't have to be, just go to Pinterest and say motivational quote or new business beginning quote, something that's going to maybe grab that person, even if they just like your post, they're still watching you. I would say the biggest thing for me is don't get like hung up on, oh my gosh, I didn't get any comments or anything, whatever. People are still watching you. And when I went live, when I totally told everybody, because they've been asking me if I've been, you know, what I've been doing, I had so much engagement that I was so overwhelmed, but don't let go of that feeling. That's a good feeling to have. Like all these people need you. Like I just didn't even know what to do. I just kind of was like, here I am and I'm doing this. Another thing I would say is follow up with your people, because don't just send them a link and be like, but no, ask them what their goals are. So you can, this company itself with that ATM group has completely and utterly changed my network marketing mindset. that is so gold, guys. I cannot believe that not everybody does that, because that links us all together as one, and you're not out there by yourself. So that is just, I literally was just like, what? I don't have to do all of this by myself. So it kind of went off on that part.
I love it. No. Great tips, guys. And, if we can boil those tips down, I mean, it's like Sarah said, she just showed you some different ways to maximize time. And I don't know if you caught it, but I sure did. She works 12-hour days and is still just about ready to hit platinum today or tomorrow in 2 weeks here at Modere. So, guys, get organized, get your list, set a timer for 10 to 15 minutes. Do those time blocks and stay focused on your DMOs. You can get that DMO sheet if you don't have it yet right there in MLife in the boards. And I'm going to tell you what, if you follow that and you look up and you're done doing your DMOs, then you just had a great day. So, Sarah, I want to thank you so much for being willing to give of your time today. I also want to say huge congrats to you in your first 2 weeks, and I know that you're hitting platinum, and we just want to thank you for being here today, and we're so glad that you chose Modere.
Oh, thank you so much. This has been absolutely wonderful, and I'm just so excited for everything coming up.
All right.